There was this young woman named Claire who was from China. She was a student in Finland, and I think that we were teaching her and her friend Ping, and they were just amazing. And just I think seeing the whole progression of her coming towards the gospel and joining the church was an amazing experience. But this really spiritual thing was, and the thing that helped me understand that the importance of your mission was when she got called on her mission to go and serve. And then, she's back now from her mission, and, when I get an email from her saying that her boyfriend has now joined the church. And I think that the really cool thing is that it's the most spiritual experience for me on my mission probably was just the fact that the small and simple things that you do for those 2 years, that one lesson that you teach or that one investigator that you help, that they then bless the lives of hundreds, thousands of people. And so I think that you can see really the everlasting effect of just being faithful and working as hard as you can for those 2 years, because there are people out there like Claire who need to hear the gospel, and then once they hear the gospel, they share it with others. I think a lot of bike maintenance. I didn't know exactly how to, and riding a bike in ice and snow, I'd never done that before. So that took a little bit of getting used to, but it gets pretty fun. So bike maintenance and riding a bike in snow and ice. There were a couple times when people were drunk and they'd chase you or something like that. But I think the craziest and most dangerous was just being out on the cold, for that long. Sometimes I told you about the time when we walked into a library because we thought we were going to freeze to death. So, we got some frostbite a couple of times, and Finland's a really safe place, but the weather can be very daunting. So, I'd never really moved around a whole lot in my life, and so when I got on my mission and you start to build relationships with members and investigators, and then you're asked to, you get a transfer call and you're going to be moving somewhere else, that is a little bit difficult to do, especially when you've got really good relationships with these people, and especially if you've got that one investigator that you've been teaching for so long and they're finally going to get baptized. But I think it's really important just to understand that this is God's work. And that He needs you to go to this place, and understanding that your mission president is called of God, so that when He does, offer you that change call, that you accept that, and that you go and that you look for the next miracles in your life. And I've got some really cool experiences with that, of just when, I didn't want to leave a city, but when I did leave a city, I had to really humble myself, and it was good personal growth. But then, you find that one investigator too that you really are just so excited about when you go. So just understanding, I guess, that moving can be hard. Leaving the people that you really love or that you've grown relationships with can be hard, but that there are amazing opportunities ahead. I think that just one of the biggest mistakes is just not saying a high vowel when it's a high vowel, and saying a low vowel when it's a high vowel, and that can change the meaning of a word significantly. And I've got an experience, but probably can't share. So, but it's very embarrassing, and so just something to keep aware of, that if it's a high vowel, say it as a high vowel. If it's a low vowel, make sure to say it as a low vowel.